Hello, everybody. Day 16. I always have to look at the calendar because I can never remember what number we're on. So, day 16. Today, I thought we could look at who are we trying to save with holding on to the emotional baggage that we've been holding on to. And that is kind of a weird question. But how many of you have this sense that you've held on to stuff so that I don't know, maybe it like wouldn't escape into the world, or you're protecting someone, or what for whatever reason, anywhere you're holding on to emotional baggage as a way of helping someone else or the world. Will you destroy and uncreate it? Times a godzillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. There's a there's a bunch of different clearings in access consciousness that are dealing with some of the basic things that we have learned as, reality here. And one of them is this thing called the fifth element, which is being a savior. And being a savior to like all of mankind, or even maybe just your family. Like, who is your number one and number two person that you're trying to save, trying to help, trying to fix, trying to contribute, trying to make happy? That doesn't necessarily receive it, that for the most part does not receive it, no matter what you do. And all of that angst and all of the feeling wrong because they won't change, they won't receive it, they won't get happy, they will not acknowledge the gift that you're trying to be. Will you destroy and uncreate all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. Whew, it's some heavy, thick stuff. And one of the things that happens when people don't receive the gift that you're trying to give is you start to feel like, well, maybe you're wrong, and maybe you don't have this gift, and maybe it isn't a gift. So, all of the doubt that comes up, let's destroy and uncreate that. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, poheads, and Beyonce's. This fly that keeps going up and down my window. It's like, it's really hard to not pay attention. What do you want to tell me? Do you want to be on the Zoom? Okay, go play in the trees. Anyway, so what if we didn't contribute so much of our energy to people who do not desire to receive it? Where could you put your energy that would be received? And where can you put your energy to create more of what you would like in the world? So, everything that doesn't allow you to be aware of those who can receive, those who are actually looking for your contribution, and those who are not, and to adjust where your energy goes. Will you destroy and uncreate all that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. So all of the emotional rejection, all that pain of rejection, the refusal to receive, and the wrongness that that creates in your world that you're still holding on to. Will you destroy and uncreate it and dissipate and release it from your body, allowing it to go into the earth and allowing the earth to transmute it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, poads, and beyonds. It's really interesting. We think that holding on to this stuff is a protection, and it's like holding on to your breath, like by you exhaling, you're not hurting other people, but you are putting carbon dioxide into the world. But the trees and the plants take that in and then transmute it into oxygen. So there's this gifting and receiving simultaneously. So instead of like holding on to this stuff, if we just contributed all that energy to the earth, to the trees, they will take that and transmute it into energy that can be consumed. We don't have to hold on to pain, upset, emotional charges, baggage. So, anywhere you are trying to prove how much you care by holding on to this, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. Whew. Still looking at this fifth element thing, like, how else can we eliminate the urge? Um, hmm, hmm. Well, just put your attention on where you're trying to help heal, solve, or make someone happy, or where you did that in the past and it wasn't received, it wasn't absorbed, it was where it was rejected. Let's just look at that from a place of observation, without a wrongness, without judging whoever it was. And let's push our barriers down and just perceive what you were trying to gift and be, and that it wasn't received. And everything that doesn't allow that to just be an interesting point of view, they're not wrong, you're not wrong. And just allow any of that emotional charge around that to discharge and melt. There we go. It's like, oh, they didn't want that. Okay, no problem. Let's go play. Let's go here. Let's go do something fun. Let's be around people who would like to receive this, or let's just gift it to ourselves. Everything that doesn't allow that and the lightness and the freedom of choosing, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. Making me hiccup. Something's changing. How does it get better than this? Yeah. So, if you have a number of different people in your life that you have been trying to fix and change and heal and make happy, You might want to use this exercise with each one individually. I remember I was married for 20 years, and I remember once we chose to separate and not be married anymore, there was such a relief in my world of not having to try to do anything to get him to change, be something different, which, I was big, big bad, upgrader, you know? I wanted to do the fixing upping thing, not the smartest move, you know? When you have a relationship, it's really best if you allow the person to be who they are. But I was a fixer-upper. And it was like, "Ooh, there's all these great places that we can change." And, people don't want to be fixed up. I know I wouldn't want to be fixed up. Like, who the heck am I to wanna fix up someone else? Unless they're asking. So, you know, don't go into the judgment of what you were trying to do. You're not wrong. You see possibilities, and sometimes people choose, sometimes they don't, but it's up to them. And what would it take for all of this to just be interesting? Like, wow, that was interesting. Now, what would I like to choose? Where can you put your energy today to expand your life and your joy and your happiness? And let go of all that other stuff. Let other people choose for them. You being you is an inspiration, and other people might follow that lead, and they might not, but that's not your concern. What you choose is your concern. Everything that is right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. So, what would it take to be no more of a savior? No more savior. No more fixer uppers. Pod, poc. Cool. All right. Thanks for being on, you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.